All right, welcome everybody to a special episode of Track Talk. I'm coming to you live from my studio on Martha's Vineyard during this beautiful summer break that we're taking down here. And this episode is from the archives. It's a live from my drum room episode with the great Aynsley Dunbar from February 2022. And in this little excerpt, Aynsley and I talk about his incredible playing on the Jefferson Starship track, Find Your Way Back. This was a great episode. It was over an hour long where we got into some really deep stuff, Aynsley and I. And a lot of people have watched this on YouTube and downloaded the podcast. And this is one of my favorite segments in here because he doesn't, in other interviews, talk a lot about his time with the Starship, at least as far as I know. And there's been great feedback from people overall about this episode because I think there's just not enough out there on the great Aynsley Dunbar. So anyway, sit back and enjoy this little segment. I'm going to play the track Find Your Way Back by the Starship, where you can hear Aynsley's great, innovative and incredible drumming. And I'll see you on the other side after I play the track. Okay, thanks for watching. And I'll be back soon with another live episode. Remember, no drummers are ever harmed on Live from My Drum Room or Track Talk. And don't forget to like this if you like it. Even if you don't like it anyway. And don't forget to subscribe, too. I'll see you on the other side. Thanks.
So it's like, that's a good feel. That's a great feel when you're a drummer, to feel the band take off. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, no, that's, yeah. I mean, this is, see, I told you we'd be talking more than 5 minutes.
Well, I said 10. No, actually, I said 5 minutes. You said 10.
That's right. Yeah. Everybody watching at home, when I said, Aynsley said, so what are we going to talk about? And I said, well, we'll talk about your incredible career. And he said, well, that'll take about 5 minutes, but here it's been 45 almost. So,
wow.
Yeah. So that's.
So maybe I do have an interesting career. I don't know.
We've only gotten to Journey. The next in by my chronological order, but you'll please correct me. But the Starship came after that. Jefferson Starship came after Journey.
Yes. Yeah.
Still up in the Bay Area, and
from one big band in the area to the next big band in the area.
Yeah.
But I learned from being in Journey that they needed a singer that was, had a high voice and could sing. And so we found one.
Yeah. Incredible. Mickey Thomas.
Yeah, Mickey he took over fantastically and sang the parts. He could sing higher than Grace. That was the weird thing.
Yeah.
But he was great on all the albums he did. And I had a lot of fun with the band. And I remember Greg going, they're a bunch of hippies. I went, so what?
Yeah.
What's wrong with being a bunch of hippies?
But when you joined the band, I was thinking about this too. I loved the band before you were in the band. I loved the band when you were in the band, but they were a bunch of hippies before you. But I feel like you and I think Mickey as well, but you brought them to this other level musically. Like yesterday I put the video of you playing Find Your Way Back from a TV show from 1981, this TV show called Fridays. I don't know if you remember.
No, it's too far back for me because I was much younger.
You were much younger. We all were. You were about 1981. You were about 6 or 7 years old. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you absolutely killed it. I mean, the whole band played it almost like the record, which was amazing in itself because it's a song that's not a lot of bands could play it that way live. Do you know what I mean? It's all the guitar parts and but your drumming, there's the fills that you play in a couple of spots are just they were very different from anything you'd ever heard the Starship play, or the Airplane, I guess was what they were before that. But I always thought you took them to another level. And I think it was your musicality, your musicianship that sort of pushed everybody. Would you?
I hope so, because I think they were depending on me to get them somewhere new. And it's like, the opening to Freedom at Point Zero or whatever, 16 bars.
Yeah.
You can't really go to the drum fill, 16 bars lead in. and Hungry Eyes, and that, you know, that go with Hungry Eyes. They were fun songs to play.
Yeah, yeah. Jane is another great.
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But Jane was written more by other people. David Freiberg, I think, had to do with that.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
A lot of other people wrote that, so it wasn't really a Starship song.
Gotcha. Yep.
But it was utilized well.
Yeah, with the production too, the sound of your drums, it was an incredible, live, not the kind of sound that you were used to hearing at that time. Your drum sounded wide open the way you play. It sounded like you. And yeah,
hopefully.
No, absolutely, Aynsley. Yes, and so when Mickey joined the band, did you guys come in at the same time, or had you done a record before he was Marty Bent?
We came in at the same time.
At the same time.
I didn't want to put anything out that, that would mean more changes in personnel.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
and Johnny Barbada, had he like broken his arm or something? And was that what the?
It was a very complicated situation, which I can talk about.
Okay.
No, but nothing personal or anything. It was
a
complicated situation.
Okay. No problem. I'd always wondered, like, you just came in so seamlessly after he'd been there for a bit, and it, like I said, it was a different sounding band. And I was going to also say that was Grace, the first record you did when Mickey had joined the band as well, was Grace not in the band at that time, or was she still there?
No, she left.
She had left. Okay.
So Marty,
Yeah.
The band was sort of looking for new everything, basically.
Yeah.
Apart from Craig, who playing the great leads, and David Freiberg and
Paul.
Paul and my good friend who played keyboards, English, and boy, how could I forget him? We used to do sessions all the time. Great bass player. I mean, he and I got on so well, musically and feeling wise. I'm saying this because I'm trying to get this all together. Do I have everything around? I suppose I don't. No.
Yeah, Dave Averzies is saying he drove that band. Absolutely drove that band.
Let me just think about this, because he was a major person in my life, because he's the one because we did sessions. He was the guy who goes, okay, let's put him in the band. And he pushed my name forward.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Check this out.
Across the pain and the frost above.
All right, man. The Starship with Find Your Way Back and the great Aynsley Dunbar on drums from 1981. As I said in my conversation with Aynsley, I think they really went to another level when he was in the band that they never really reached again after he left. But they certainly had success in other ways, and all the power to them. They're always going to be a legendary band, the Starship, the Airplane, the Jefferson Starship, the Jefferson Airplane, and all that. So, but I hope you enjoyed that. And don't forget to like it if you liked it. And even if you didn't like it, it's okay. You can still like it. And please do subscribe to Live from My Drum Room. I will put the link to the entire episode in the description here so you can watch that if you haven't seen it. And please do check out the other episodes. I'm going to get back to live shows soon. I'm down here in Martha's Vineyard with my family visiting my grandkids, so I've been a little distracted, but I did want to put some new content out there for you guys to check out here in the summertime. So I hope you enjoyed it. Really appreciate everything you do and supporting me, so thank you, and I will see you soon. And remember, no drummers are ever harmed on Live from My Drum Room or Track Talk. And drummers, when in doubt, leave it out. Okay, see you soon. Thanks again.